Hey, this is Danny Rom, and welcome back to Pokemon Friendship Red. In the last segment, also in the last second of this last segment, Nick had made it all the way through the St. Anne, however, at the cost of our fallen comrade in arms. Zombie Angel, Angel 3, we're gonna miss you. You were the Pokemon other than Hariyama who had the most potential. You will be sorely missed. However, I am going to get your lucky egg so we can put it on other Pokemon. Now, in terms of being able to catch more Pokemon, we can actually go up to routes 9 and 10 now. However, I'd rather not do that because there are a bunch of trainers before we get to the first patch of grass. I think we might as well just clear all the stuff that we can do in Vermilion now. However, there is one other wild Pokemon that we can get, and that is actually in Vermilion City itself. I got the old rod from the fishing guru there, and we can go fishing here and find something. But before I do that, I'm going to listen to this guy prattle on about his Rapidash. He doesn't really say anything convincing about it, just that Rapidash is so great and amazing, so yeah, that's 9. That's fine, that's fine. Also, he has a Fear that gets him anywhere he wants to go, so yeah, live your life. We're gonna ride our $1 million bikes into the sunset. Thank you very much. Okay, so now let's try to go fishing. In Ruby and Sapphire, they made the mechanics for fishing really obnoxious, but I don't think that's the case here. I think here is more of the old Gen 1 mechanics. Our Pokemon for Vermilion City is a Wigglytuff at level 5, so well, that's fine. Better to have it than not. Rain fauna. I think I'm gonna go to Oice and use one of Oice's relatively weak attacks. That's perfectly fine. I forget what type Oice is anyway. Mud Slap, then you're gonna miss. Oh great, he has Endure. Alright, critical hit, let's do it. Wigglytuff is a flying Wigglytuff. That makes sense, it is a balloon Pokemon. You'd think that the balloon Pokemon before Drifloon would be a flying type. Also has color change. Cool. So let's see if we can nab it now. Again, better to have it than to not. This is another wild Pokemon that we do have potentially at our disposal. Another thing that I need to make sure we do is Nick got the Cut HM, but let's see if the Cut HM actually contains the move Cut, or if it contains another move that can be used like Cut. Here we catch the Wigglytuff, and not a problem. Okay. I'm gonna name you Camotuff, because of color change and how it can change colors and everything. Okay, let's see. We have an item, an Ice Heal. Nice. That's another Ice Heal we didn't need to buy. It is a flying type, so just like the Growlithe, it's a pure flying type that has color change, interestingly enough. Stats are fine. Wow, we have some decent moves. Dragon Breath and Mach Punch are both good. Good to have priority. Poison Powder, not the most useful. It'd be nicer if it was Toxic, of course. Endure I don't think we'll use too much, but you never know, it could save our lives, especially if we have inflicted something with Poison Powder in the meantime. Okay, I'm going to get another 2 Super Potions, just in case we run into trouble here. So we can take on Lieutenant Surge now. Well, first let's make sure that I can teach something Cut, because otherwise we will never be able to take Lieutenant Surge on. TM case, open, Cut. Okay, we got Pokemon that can learn Cut, so that's great. We'll give it to Oice. Oice doesn't have many good moves right now. If that changes, then we'll deal with it as it comes. Okay, so our options now are we can go take on Lieutenant Surge, or we can go through Diglett's tunnel to get to Professor Oak's aide's house there, where he'll have the HM for Flash with us. I think I'm going to go through Diglett's tunnel first, and I'm going to speed this up because it's not going to be that interesting. If something interesting happens, it'll mean that something dies. So let's hope that nothing interesting happens. Meet you at the end. Okay, something interesting is happening. This is a level 29 Smeargle that has Arena Trap. I cannot switch out to Pokemon or run away. So, I am scared right now. I don't know what we're gonna do with Rain Fauna here. Hopefully it's gonna be able to take it out, but if Smeargle has something crazy, then I don't think that I can save its life. This is bad. This is really bad. We're gonna use Sand Tomb and hope for the best. They'll use Conversion 2, but we haven't used the move yet, so that's fine. That means if he uses Conversion 2 now, it's going to turn him into a flying type, so I think it's better to use Psy Wave. Rages his damaging attack. That could get bad. Psy Wave does not very much damage, and Rage makes his attack go up. If we use Razor Wind, then we'll not be hitting him, and I think that means his Rage will stop, so I'm gonna go with that. Revenge, good thing we didn't attack this turn. Good thing it's not very effective. I forget what type we are anyway. Okay, so I played that relatively well. Psywave there did more than Razor Wave, or Razor Wind. I think Psywave has a bit of randomness involved. I'm gonna play it safe and use a potion. At least as safe as I can. I'd really rather not lose Rain Fauna or another Pokemon in general this early. It happens to be a level 29. In the original games, in the original games, I mean in regular old Fire Red and Leaf Green, there is a Dugtrio at a very high level. Especially in Yellow, this becomes really problematic. But here it's even scarier because it's not a Dugtrio. Of course something had to have Arena Trap, though. What makes Diglett's Cave so annoying in Fire Red and Leaf Green is that ability Arena Trap, where you have to fight all the wild Diglett that you encounter on the way, and they're so fast that you... Oh my god. They're so fast that they deal damage to you, so it's actually a bit of an ordeal. Psywave, why are you missing? You're not that inaccurate, are you? This is burning through so many potions. Rain Fauna, you're not going to be allowed to be in the front anymore. I'm sorry. It hurts. It really hurts because I would have liked to use this area to gain some experience along the road, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Ooh! That was a lot of revenge there. I'm still not going to use the Super Potion. If something critical hits that doesn't need to critical hit, then we're just going to have to deal. Gonna try for the knockout here. And got it. Okay, that was scary, but we kept the Pokemon alive. And we even gained the level up. Alright, now I'm going to put our hard hitter in front and meet you at the end. What a life. Okay, we are out of the cave. Well, okay, we are out of the cave. I actually had Hariyama get burned there, but it uses special attacks and can one-shot the Houndooms anyway, so I don't think it's useful to heal. He's looking for a Graveler, and he has a Pikachu to offer. That's not a good deal. I wish it was the other way around, then we would see Graveler evolve into Golem, which would be pretty exciting. There's a trainer in one of the later games always uses cut. There's a trainer in one of the later games who has a Haunter available for trade, so like you go for it, it's like, alright, we're gonna get a Gengar on our team without having to trade with a person that we know in real life because we don't have any friends. However, this guy in-game who gives you the Haunter is a troll. What do you mean we've only caught 6 kinds of Pokemon? Hang on. Oh no. He uses the Kanto Dex, not the National Dex. We're not gonna be able to go through Rock Tunnel with Flash. Our life is being made so hard. That made this entire trip almost completely worthless. Yeah, we got a Water Stone. And a Guard Spec. I think that protects against critical hits. Wow, that sucks. Anyway, to finish the story, the in-game trainer had a Haunter with an Everstone, so it didn't actually evolve into Gengar, and that was the tutorial on how Everstones work, but it was such a troll moment. Just like this entire trip through to Route 2 has been. Okay, meet you back at the other side of Diglett's Cave. We are back out. I'm actually gonna go back here for a second. I think there was a trainer that we had not faced earlier, so I am gonna take the time to heal Hariyama's burn. Also, well, I guess we don't have a burn heal, so never mind, I'm not gonna take the time to heal his burn. Also, there is a hidden... Here's the trainer that we didn't fight. There is a hidden invisible item in the route to the right where you can get Snorlax. I think Oak's aids are there too, but they only give you Pokemon if you've seen at least 30 in the Kanto Dex. That's so annoying. That's so obnoxious. We're gonna have to go through Rock Tunnel without Flash. That means we're not going to be able to see any of the items. It's going to be pitch dark. You can't even see the outlines of the rocks like you could in the original Gen 1 games. So, life is good. How's yours? Ghastly, your life is good. Oh no. These multi-hit attacks. How many Pokemon have we lost to multi-hit attacks now? Like 4 or 5? That's too many. Also, losing 4 or 5 Pokemon in general is already too many. Hopefully I don't lose ourselves a 6th. That's a really hard word to say. 6th. There are too many consonants at the end of it. Alright, level 32. Hooray. Do we get something cool? No. But he has a Politoed. Oh, I should have switched. That's fine. Is that gonna be fine? That better be fine. Ugh. Crabhammer, you let me down. Okay, Growl, that's fine. Our attack is down from the Growl, and our attack is down from the Burn. But we use special attacks anyway, so all good. Politoed resists water, but is weak to ice. I think that means it's a grass type. Or perhaps a dragon type. Okay. Anyone up here, do you say cool things? How's it going, guy? He's looking for a Barboach. He wants to offer a Surskit. That is a bad deal in general. And this guy will give us an item finder if we have 30 Pokemon, which we do not. I think even going through the game normally, it would be hard to have 30 different kinds of Pokemon at this point. So I know that there's an item somewhere around here. I'm going to dig and find it. Okay, so apparently there is no item there, and just like our adventure through Diglett's Cave, this trip was almost completely pointless. Ah, man. Not really doing many good things today. I almost got a sunflower kill, but did not. And did not even find ourselves an extra free item or whatever. So, I'm going to try to make myself useful by beating Lieutenant Surge. Also implying that I will be able to beat Lieutenant Surge, which is another good question. Hope it goes well. This is gonna be the first gym battle that I take on. We'll get Oyster's cut. I suppose we could get Bellsprout out of daycare, and it would be relatively okay by now. But nah. We can take on the Lightning American without dealing with that nonsense. Okay, I'm gonna speed up these fights just to make sure that I can finish, ideally within 20 minutes, but possibly not. Harry Armor's our hard hitter, and I don't think it's worth it to leave him in. But Magneton, you can KO us with the ideal of forcing a switch. Corphish, well, we'll let Cassio deal with him. Corphish has Rest, we have Psychic. He resists Psychic, so Steel type. Sand Tomb should be effective then. Oh no, he learned Psychic. That's super effective on us. So, I'd rather not get killed by our own Psychic. I'm gonna have to switch out here, Cassio. Ah, man, what a life. Okay, well, we got Cassio some experience anyway. Whoa, God Rachel? Sailors are God? They have a lot of holiness, I guess? Alright, what are you up to? He's a lightweight. You can't have a hat, you're bald. Anyway, Cassio versus Beautifly. Gone. No. Rapid Spin. Gonna clear those entry hazards. Sandstorm. Alright, and gone. What does he have? A Larvitar? Sure. I'll stay in. Let's go for the blind mirror coat. We'll see if this works. Morning Sun. Okay, that didn't work. Moonlight heals less, and Morning Sun heals less in Sandstorm, so I think we should continue the offensive for right now. Another thing with Rapid Spin, that is perfectly fine. We'll see if we can get Cassio to destroy this thing all on its own. Morning Sun. Yeah, see, it doesn't recover very much in the Sandstorm at all. This is going to be the last turn of Sandstorm, so I'm going to use Psychic, then maybe on my next turn we'll use Moonlight. But I think we can just KO it with Psychic now. Cool. Cassio grew to level 20. Calm Mind could be useful. Calm Mind is good because it also raises a special defense. Do I want to override Mirror Coat? Mirror Coat saved our life that one time. I think let's override Sand Tomb. It's not very accurate anyway, nor does it deal much damage, so most of the time we've just been using it as a thing. Counter. Do we want Counter instead of Mirror Coat? I think so. I think there are more physical attacks in general than special attacks. So, go with Counter. I don't know if I made the right decision there, Nick, but we'll make it work. Fury Cutter sucks. Screw that attack. I wonder why Cassio is learning 3 hidden moves all at the same time again. The first time was probably the 3 weather moves, but I can't imagine what it is this time. Alright, this guy is a Director with a Squirtle. Gonna play it safe because he's at level 23 and just switch to our hard hitter. Volt Tackle, that is super effective on us. Does a lot of recoil to him, but it didn't do much damage to us at all. Hariyama is too much of a beast. Got that huge HP stat and that huge special defense. Look at us, we have 97 HP. We're cruising. Okay, so gonna slow this down again. People complain about Lieutenant Surge's puzzle all the time. However, well, first, I'm gonna heal. I'm either at 20 minutes or over 20 minutes, so I'm not going to actually challenge Surge. I'll leave it to Nick again. Sorry, buddy, you're getting 3 out of 3 of the gym battles so far. You can pin me with the next one if you want. Anyway, people complain about Lieutenant Surge's puzzle all the time, but there's actually a pretty good technique that you can use to solve it. So first, let's check these 3 trash cans in the middle. There's nothing there. So that means that the switch isn't going to be there at all. So now we'll move on to one of these ones in the edge. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose a corner just for the heck of it. And then what you do is you follow the perimeter in the direction that you're chosen. So once we eventually find a switch, hey, there's a switch, we know that the next one is not going to be to the left side of this because we checked the middle one earlier. We know it's going to not be this one because we had just checked it right before. So the only option is that it'll be this one. And bam, we're done, and we can challenge Lieutenant Surge. So there's actually not that much guesswork involved in it. I'm going to save here and pass the reins to Nick. Good luck, buddy. We're going to need it. Hariyama's strong enough that I think we'll be okay. Have a good day.